What's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Mo Baptiste, and welcome to Dr. Mo Knows Mondays. So, what exactly do I know this beautiful spring, first Monday of spring morning? Well, I know that fathers need to be good to their daughters, because daughters will love like you do. Because girls become lovers who turn into mothers, so mothers, be good to your daughters too. That is lyrics from John Mayer's Grammy Award song called Daughters. Uh, Nas, one of my favorite rappers, Nasir Jones, also wrote a song called Daughters. And what I love about the lyrics to just that verse is it's so much information in those few words. And I noticed it's about talking about a pattern and that first relationship that a girl has with a man, which is supposed to be her father. And so many of our girls don't have their fathers or a strong male role model in their lives, so they don't know how to navigate this very dangerous male-dominated world. Now, I can obviously get into a very deep philosophical, academic explanation as to why are there so many of our young ladies who have low self-esteem and have very toxic relationships with men. But I think that that would be too complicated and the point could possibly be missed. So I want to start with the basics. And that first relationship that a girl has is supposed to be with her father. But if he's not in her life, how exactly is she supposed to know how to navigate these landmines that exist in our society? Well, again, keep it basic. Fathers, where are you? Those days of, if you are in your daughter's life, those days of saying, well, I pay the bills and I put clothes on her back and put food on the table, I'm doing my job, that's not good enough. It never has been. No one has just told you that. So, but that's the ones that are in their daughter's life. How about those cowards, those punks that are not in their daughter's life, making all type of excuses, trying to justify that's not my baby. If it's not your baby, prove it. And if it is your child and you want to be in a child's life and you say the mother's not allowing you, use the court system. If you really want to be in your daughter's life, you will. Because these girls are hurting so bad. They are dying, craving for that positive male attention. Where are you? The reason why I'm bringing this up because a couple weeks ago I had the opportunity to be a keynote speaker at a high school, and I was specifically addressing the kids who've been labeled as the bad kids, the kids who are quote unquote special ed behavioral problems. And of this group of 20, two were girls. Afterwards, the teacher came up to my wife and I and told us that the two girls have been caught on numerous occasions performing sexual acts behind the gym with the boys in the class. And what was even more depressing was that almost every single boy in that class of 20 have had their way with these two girls. And when I got to talking about being realistic about why most of them even come to high school, even though they don't care about school, is because of the social aspects of it. The boys get to see the girls and the girls get to see the boys. And when I said the girls get to see the boys, the two girls gave each other a dap and a high five because they're like, that's, basically projecting this, I guess, message that that's exactly why. In other words, they're getting all the attention that they want because they know something that all girls learn eventually, no matter how they look, no matter what they do, that guys, and again, male-dominated patriarchal society, no matter how big they are, no matter if they don't reach society's standard of beauty, that they all have something that a guy wants. The question is, does the girls know their worth? Do they know their worth? Were they ever taught what they're worth? Does she leads with this special gift that God gave her, this giver of life, as a way to attract men because she doesn't know her worth? Or does she walk around with her head held high and does not use her body to get what she wants? And only person that can truly teach her value is her father. But mothers, You're not off the hook either, because a lot of you are giving your daughters very, very bad advice. Some of you are telling your daughters, just find a good man or use what you got to get what you want. You got to ask yourself, and tell yourself that's a very dangerous message to give girls. You know, I've heard one of my friends telling me a story about how this one girl was just in love with him, and he couldn't understand why. And when he asked her, why are you into me? She said, you're the first guy in my life to not put his hands on me. And for her, that was enough to pursue him and want to be with him. She didn't love him. She didn't really care about him. But because he never put his hands on her, she felt that was reason enough to make him her husband. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. As a family unit, as a community, as a society, we have to do better. Our girls are hurting. They need us. So fellas, step up. Stop being a punk. If you brought the life into the world, take care of it. Stop making excuses. Grow up. Enough is enough. Because we got to think about our future. You got to think about a future with girls not knowing their worth. What would our society really look like? It's getting bad. It always has been bad, but it's getting worse. What does the future hold? We can start doing something about this. It's not complicated. They need us. Let's be there for them. This is Dr. Mo Baptiste signing off. See you guys next Monday. God bless. Be good to each other. And again, I'll see you next Monday.